It's shocking because we're seeing a movement away from a long-term moratorium on use of the death penalty in Myanmar. That has been one of the things that has been consistent, that really for decades we have not seen use of the death penalty. Despite the fact that we had military governments previously, we had various allegations of terrorism, all sorts of things that the governments have accused opposition people of doing. But there was never any movement to actually implement a death sentence. If this goes forward, if this in fact takes place and these two very prominent democracy activists are executed, it will cause a huge wave of anger in Myanmar, and I think will bring a massive global condemnation of the Myanmar junta. This will put Myanmar again back in the front pages of the world's media because it is so outrageous for political people to face execution. This is all about intimidation. This is about showing to the people of Myanmar that the junta is prepared to use a steel fist to crack down. And I think it will unfortunately backfire. I think it will create a situation where there is more anger and more resistance rather than less. I think that the junta is facing pressure from the international community, but I think the international community is now become increasingly distracted. With Afghanistan and Ukraine, people's attention are elsewhere. And we did see a round of sanctions that took place on the first anniversary of the military coup. This was back in February. But since then, it's been relatively quiet, except in Myanmar. In Myanmar, the resistance is getting stronger. The opposition to the junta is deepening. What this really shows, I think, is a certain degree of desperation by the junta, that they want to try to use this to pressure people to stop protesting, to pressure people to stop attacking them. I don't think it's going to work, but it will certainly deepen the anger and the resistance of the people against the Myanmar junta, and I think create greater enmity and anger towards the police and the military by ordinary Burmese.